Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you how to get to beauty base or face base. You will hear me say this a lot in future videos. And I want to make this video so that you can have a whole video to refer back on it. If you want to create your own looks, if you want to create new looks, if you want to follow one of my other looks, you can refer back to this. And I want this to be something that we can share together. So let's get into this. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put our hair back so that we have control and facial control where it goes, and so we don't get it in our hair and everything. So today I'm going to be using this flower crown. Sometimes I use a headband, sometimes I use a headband, sometimes I use my flower crowns, sometimes I just use bobby pins. So let's get into this now. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to moisturize your face. So the moisturizer I'm going to be using today is this Fresh Sparkling Snow from Bath & Body Works. But you can use any body or face lotion. I prefer body lotion. But just plain face lotion will work. And they usually sell like face lotion near where they have like the cleansing pads and everything else. Now the reason why you moisturize is because some of the products that I'm going to use can dry out your face. And especially if you are somebody who already has a tendency to have dry skin on your face and you're not oily or anything, you're going to want to use a nice moisturizer. And you want to focus on places that maybe are a little drier. So I'm a little dry in my nose. I'm a little drier on the upper part of my forehead. And I'm a little dry down here at the base of my neck. So, make sure it's all rubbed in. Also, before you put on your moisturizer, always sanitize your hands. Every time, always sanitize your hands, because you're touching stuff all day. You're touching stuff in your sleep. You never know. You could have touched something before you went to bed or something that's very germy. Always sanitize your hands. So now that we've done that, we're going to move on to our primer. Now there are many different kinds of primers out there. I do like the spray primers and everything. I do enjoy the spray primers too. But right now I've been getting into this Photo Focus Wet n Wild matte. You can see it's just a tube. But I do enjoy a good spray primer. So you're going to take a little dollop of primer. This may be even a little too much. And you're going to focus on the areas that you have a lot of pores. And everything. So now you see the dots on my face. Now you're going to rub it in. Now, I don't do voiceover because I like people to be able to follow along with me. You can go on the eyelid too. One tip, if you do have, if you're prone to acne or if you have large pores, get a pore filling. You can also... They do have pore filling ones that are moisturizing, so focus on those. If you just have dry skin, you don't have very large pores like I do, you don't have to get a pore filler one. But this is good as a pore filler as well. So the next thing is to do our color corrector. So Now, you're putting on your face, you're gonna take some chapstick. This is especially good for the summer and winter months when we have our extreme temperatures. So you're gonna take some chapstick, and you're going to make sure you don't get it above your lip or anything. And the reason why you want chapstick is because it's gonna help you keep your lips moist before you get to lipstick. And you want it to be able to soak in all that moisturizer into your lips while you're doing the rest of your makeup. So the brush I'm going to be using with my color corrector is this e.l.f. eyeliner brush right here. And I am going to be using the e.l.f. 4-in-1 color corrector. It's got the cream color corrector. It's got the yellow, blue, green, pink. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna dip in the yellow. The yellow isn't all over for dark spots and dark circles. So we're gonna take it and put it on my dark circles underneath my eye. You can also do this with your finger if you need to. I don't recommend it because a brush is going to get into more precise areas. And then you're going to take and do the other eye as well. Sometimes I do them one at a time. Sometimes I do them both and just go into what I need to do with my eyes. Okay, as you can see, I use color corrector where under my eye it is very much dark. I'm using a damp sponge so it doesn't pick up too much product, and I am just blending it out. So you're going to tap on your face. Just tap, 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 tap till it's all blended out and together. Now we're going to go into this pinky peachy color down here. I have pink and yellow undertones that kind of go in between. But under my eye, it's more of a pink undertone. So I'm going to be using this pink to blend with the yellow and kind of blend it so I get a more natural look. Okay, so now you're going to blend this out. Now we're going to use this green here. As you can see, I've got some acne scars and some red spots on my face. Now because I have naturally red cheeks, I'm not going to be covering them, but I do have red spots on my cheeks that I will be covering. First thing that we're going to cover, the hairs, my brush fell out. Which is going to happen sometimes. Try to be careful about getting them on your face. So, I have an acne scar right here. I have a red spot right here. And I have a dark red spot here. Now, I also have looks like I got a new zit on my face up here. Okay. So as you can see, I've covered up the darker, redder spots on my face here. And you're going to blend this out at the other side of your sponge. As you can see. And you want to blend it out till you can barely see the green anymore. Just like so. And as you can see, it's gone. So now we are going to go in. This is Illuminator Corrector Cream, or it's a brightening creamy concealer from Maybelline in the color Fair. This is going to give us a more natural tone because we have now the pink and the yellow under our eyes. We don't want that to show too much. And also the green spots. So we're just going to go on the spots we color corrected. I'm just going to give it a more natural color tone to it. Once we do that, I'm going to show you how I just a little bit more on my face. So you're going to take a different sponge. I have like 3 or 4 sponges, by the way. You can buy a bag pack for like $5. Or you can sometimes get them at the dollar store as well. Again, you're just patting. Okay, now I just add a little extra. In a downward arrow on my chin. And a downward arrow in my T-zone. Always cap everything before you put it away. So that way you're not breaking anything, you're not getting it all over the place. It's much like baking, you clean up as you go. Now, to do one of my favorite parts. This is L'Oreal True Match in the color Alabaster. As you're going to see, it's a little light for my complexion, but the rest of my skin is lighter, and my face is darker than my actual rest of my body, so I have to use a lighter color. It is a cool, so it means it's very yellow and blue base. And we're going to use an ordinary halved beauty blender. I cut mine in half because I find it easier for me to use it. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. I'm just shaking it out of the bottle. It's a little bit too much. Now you're going to go pat, 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 pat. So now you're just going to blend to the gods. At first, if it's your first time using a beauty blender, it's going to feel like somebody's punching you in the face. Oh, no, I don't want to spill it. I'm going to spill my foundation. Again, you're going to continue up and around. Just like so. Get it under the eye where we put the color corrector and concealer. Down the nose. And then when you get to the broader parts of your face where it's a little bit smoother, you can drag it a little and then pat. So I drag a little and then pat down. And then when you get to your neck, you're gonna go from your neck Sorry, I had a necklace on earlier that kind of discolored my neck into a darker color. But you're going to, again, use concealer from here into wherever your shirt ends, because you want to make if it's a different color. So, like, because this is closer to my skin color over the rest of my body, I don't have to bring it all the way down to my chest. I can stop at my neckline. But if you're doing something like a white cream or something for goth makeup or something like that, you're going to take it all the way down to your neck and you're going to blend it out under your shirt in case your shirt moves or something. And then if you got your hair up, you're going to blend back. You don't have to use a lot, just blend back. So let's move to the other side of our face here. Don't forget under your nose. And then if you plan on overdrawing your lips, add a little concealer to your lips. Not all the way up, just around the edges to kind of blur out that pink color of your lips. Because that's going to give you a nice smooth line when you do your lipstick. Okay, see I'm dragging, but I'm also patting now. You drag to put on, you pat, spread it. Make sure you get it in the corner of your eye, underneath your eyebrow. I'm sure I've missed places on my face, by the way. So, as you can see, I'm blending it out very well. Another thing you can do is if you sanitize your hands, too, if you see that it's not blended well on your neck or somewhere, you can also go ahead and wet your fingers and then swirl your fingers. And you don't need to use a ton of product either. You don't, even with a sponge, you don't have to use a lot of product. Okay, now that you've done your foundation, I'm going to use a little powder to set under my eye. This is Prime and Stay Finishing Powder by e.l.f. It is in the color Translucent, Light Translucent. It's in a clear container. See? And then I'm going to use this brush here to kind of get it in the corners of my eye, and then to blend it out, I will be using this rounded flat brush. It's just a random drugstore brush. Oh, by the way, the mirror I'm using is just a dollar store mirror. And this kind of helps to set the creams and stuff. Because the setting spray that I will be showing you... Where'd it go? Oh. Yeah, it's right in front of me. The setting spray that I will be showing you, you're going to pat as you go on. And you can feel under, I can feel under my eyes too. It's not going to move. It's all matted down and hunkered. Now, the setting spray that I'll be using is this Ulta Beauty Matte Makeup Setting Spray. It is $10, but it will last you a while. So you hold it away from your face like so. and set it all. And normally if I was going to do some eyeshadow or something, I would do my brows and eyeshadow and everything first and then set it. But since this is just showing you how to do base face, we're going to set it like this. And you want to wait till it dries before you touch your face. Because once you've wet everything, everything can move. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get to beauty base or base face. I'm going to be probably referencing this in a couple of videos at the very beginning, saying go watch this video first and then come back and do the look. I will reference this in most of the descriptions of my other videos. And I hope to see you guys soon. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok. It's Elizabetta227. Follow me on Instagram at HattHeart, HattHeart, HattHeart. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!